In a distant galaxy, where stars twinkled like jewels against the vast darkness, a small planet named Zalara spun quietly in its orbit. Zalara was home to the Varelians, a race known for their wisdom and peace-loving nature. Their society thrived on cooperation and harmony, but their world was threatened by a devastating cosmic event. A massive asteroid belt, long dormant, had awakened and was now on a collision course with Zalara. As the Varelians scrambled to devise a solution, a young alien girl named Lyra, gifted with an extraordinary intellect and unyielding spirit, volunteered to venture to the neighboring planet of Earth. She believed that the humans, renowned for their resourcefulness and fierce determination, could help save her home. With her heart racing, Lyra stepped into the small spacecraft that would carry her across the stars. The journey was fraught with peril. Lyra navigated through treacherous asteroid fields, her ship barely dodging debris that threatened to shatter her fragile vessel. Finally, after days of relentless travel, she breached the atmosphere of Earth, a vibrant blue sphere teeming with life and chaos. As she descended, Lyra's ship sputtered and crashed into a remote forest, smoke billowing into the sky. A group of humans, drawn by the explosion, arrived at the crash site. They were a motley crew, hikers, campers, and curious locals, each with their own story. Among them was a man named Jake, whose rugged appearance masked a gentle heart. He had seen his fair share of battles in life, having served in the military, and his instincts kicked in as he approached the wreckage. Lyra, dazed but unharmed, emerged from the ruins of her ship, her luminous green skin shimmering in the dappled sunlight. The humans gasped, a mix of fear and wonder washing over them. For a moment, silence enveloped the forest, broken only by the distant call of birds. Then Jake stepped forward, raising his hands in peace. "We mean you no harm," he said, his voice steady. "What are you?" "I am Lyra of Zalara," she replied, her voice melodic yet firm. "I come seeking your help to save my planet from destruction." The humans exchanged skeptical glances. Stories of alien invasions and hostile extraterrestrials flooded their minds, but Jake felt a tug of empathy. "What can we do?" he asked, intrigued. Lyra explained the dire situation. The asteroid belt was rapidly approaching, and only a powerful device known as the Xylorian propulsor could redirect the asteroids. It was hidden in a government facility, heavily guarded and seemingly impossible to breach. Yet with the humans' cunning and determination, she believed they could succeed. As the humans contemplated their options, a mixture of adrenaline and disbelief coursed through them. They had always seen themselves as insignificant beings in the grand cosmos, yet here was an alien girl, counting on them to save her world. Jake rallied the group, igniting a spark of resolve. They were going to help Lyra no matter the odds. Under the cover of night, the humans and Lyra set off toward the facility. They devised a plan, utilizing their unique skills. Some were experts in technology, while others excelled in stealth and strategy. Lyra, despite her small stature, led the way, her alien senses guiding them through the shadows. As they approached the facility, tension hung thick in the air. Guards patrolled the perimeter, their eyes scanning for any signs of intrusion. The humans moved with practiced precision, using their knowledge of the terrain to evade detection. Lyra, with her agility and insight, managed to hack into the security system, granting them access to the inner sanctum. Once inside, they navigated through sterile hallways, their hearts pounding with every footstep. Finally, they reached the chamber housing the Xylorian propulsor, a gleaming device pulsating with energy. But as they began to activate it, alarms blared, echoing through the facility. The humans' worst fears came to life as armed guards stormed in, weapons drawn. Panic surged through the group, but Jake stood firm, his protective instincts kicking in. "Get to the ship! I'll hold them off!" he shouted, brandishing a makeshift weapon. The others hesitated, but Lyra, her eyes shimmering with gratitude, nodded. "We can't leave you," she insisted. "You have to! My people are counting on you," Jake urged, and with heavy hearts, the group sprinted towards the exit. The guards pursued, shots ringing out as they raced through the facility. Lyra's heart ached at the thought of leaving Jake behind, but she knew they had no choice. Outside, the humans reached the spacecraft just in time. They scrambled aboard, Lyra quickly initiating the launch sequence. As the engines roared to life, she glanced back, tears brimming in her eyes. Jake was still fighting, holding off the guards with every ounce of strength he possessed. "Go! Now!" he shouted, his voice strained but determined. With a heavy heart, Lyra pressed the button, and the ship blasted off into the night sky. As they soared higher, the facility dwindled below them, a stark reminder of their sacrifice. Lyra felt an overwhelming sense of loss, but also a fierce determination to save her planet in honor of Jake's bravery. Once in orbit, Lyra directed the ship toward the asteroid belt. She activated the Xylorian propulsor, its energy surging as it began to work its magic. The asteroids shifted course, veering away from Zalara and into the void of space. Relief washed over her as she watched the threat dissipate, her home now safe. But her thoughts remained with Jake. Days turned into weeks as Lyra and the humans forged a bond, united by their shared experience. They vowed to honor Jake's sacrifice, to tell his story across galaxies. Lyra returned to Zalara a hero, hailed for her courage and resolve. In the quiet of her planet's night, Lyra gazed up at the stars, knowing that while the universe could be cruel, it was also full of unexpected alliances. The bloodthirsty humans had saved her, proving that even in a galaxy filled with uncertainty, compassion, and bravery could bridge the vastest of divides.